everyone, welcome to Chinese Lesson 1 from what I learned from my professors. Keep in mind that my accent isn't as fluent as a native Chinese speaker, so I apologize if I speak or say anything wrong in Mandarin Chinese. Without further ado, let's get started. So the outline for Lesson 1, basics are tones and pinyin. If you already know that, you can just skip down to vocabulary and dialogue. And if you don't know it, stick with me along the way then. Now the basics here are tones. There's 4 tones in Mandarin Chinese, and it's kind of like a scale, a music scale. So imagine that. Hopefully that will help you along the way. And let's get started. The first one is ah. Second, ah, ah, ah. The third tone's quite difficult, but we'll repeat that again, starting from the first tone. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. Keep in mind that they don't have an A sound or anything like that, it's just a tone. So these tones are used in Pinyin, which is not how you read in English, obviously. So, for example, this one is 中文第一课, 中文第一课. Notice how the tones are being used. 中文第一课. Okay. So, it might look intimidating, but we'll learn it in the next slide. Now, we'll start on the left column with ah, then ah, e, oo, and oo. This is really difficult for me, so if you have trouble with this one, you're not the only one. Keep in mind that it's EU with pursed lips, so purse your lips together and pronounce it like oo, oo. So I'll go over it again. Ah, e, oo, oo. Now let's go on the right side, starting at the top. Z, ch, 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 c, ch, sh, zh. Again. Z, ch, ch, sh, c, ch, sh, zh. Okay. So this is how you do Pinyin in general. And let's proceed to the real lesson. So before we actually do the dialogue, we'll do the vocabulary first. And I'll pronounce it for you right here. This is ni. This is ning. Ni. Ning. Meaning you. The 2 differences right here is just that ni is used for anyone who's at the same level of you, anyone that's below you, or anyone that's your friend. Ning is used for anyone that's a higher level of you, in a way like a more honorable status, such as your boss or your teacher, maybe your grandmother, of course, and yes, anyone you find that is respectable, use ning. Second one is 我 means I. Third one is 他 So 他 right here, the only difference is that the characters represent a different gender. So the first one is him, the second one is her, but when you say them, they're both the same. So 他 means they, him or her. 先生 and 小驾. 先生 and 小驾. 先生 means Mr. 小驾 means Miss. 请 means please, to invite or to treat. Now, although there's different meanings of 请 for, although there's different meanings for them, don't be intimidated by it as much because you'll understand it as as we learn the dialogue and the context of it in later lessons. This is 好, 好, meaning good and fine. And this last one is 贵, 贵, meaning honorable and expensive. So, if we think about it, 你 is you, right? 好 is good. So when you put them together, 你好, 你好, meaning you good. But in general, it's a greeting in Mandarin Chinese. So, by the way, 贵 is not the last vocabulary that you're gonna learn. The next one right here, we have a few more to go. Keep it going. Let's get through this. 1, meaning to ask. 1 means to ask. So if someone has a question, it'll probably be like 问题, 问题 meaning question. 什么, 什么 means what. 什么, what. 叫 means call or to be called. 叫. 名字, 名字 means name. Na is a question particle meaning and you. Usually and you it's paired up with ni. So if you want to say and you, it's usually ni na, ni na. You wouldn't say na out of nowhere. You would say ni na, meaning and you. 姓 is surname. 姓, surname. So let's get through the dialogue. First person says 你好. Second one is 你好. So 你好, 你好, hello. 请问你贵姓? 我姓 A. 请问 means, remember this is like a question and this is like to invite or excuse me or please, something kind of like that. So when you put that together, 请问 means excuse me. 你贵姓? 我姓 A. 你 means you. 贵 is honorable. 姓 is surname. So 请问 excuse me. 你贵姓? Your honorable surname. So excuse me, what's your honorable surname? 我姓 A. This person's surname is A. 我 means I. 姓 is surname and A is the surname. So the surname of this person. So let's get going to the second part of the dialogue. 我姓 B. A 先生，你叫什么名字？ So 我姓 B. A 先生，你叫什么名字？我 means I. 姓 is surname B. So this person's surname is B. My surname is B. A 先生，先生 means Mr. So Mr. A. 你叫什么名字？你叫什么名字？你 is you. 叫 is called or to be called. 什么 is what. 名字 is name. So what is your name or what are you called? 我叫 A potato. B 小姐，你呢？我叫 means I called a potato. So this person's name a potato. B 小姐，你呢？ Miss B. Miss B. 你呢? Remember 你呢 is and you. So Miss 小姐, I meant to say Miss B and you. So Miss B says, 我叫 B Orange. So my name or what I'm called is B Orange. So we can go through this dialogue again and I'll say it a little bit faster or maybe I'll just go through it. 你好，你好。请问你贵姓？我姓 A。我姓 B。A 先生，你叫什么名字？我叫 A potato。B 小姐，你呢？我叫 B orange. So that's the end of our dialogue right here. And notice that in Mandarin Chinese, we like to chop things down. So instead of saying like, what's your honorable surname? You cut it down to your honorable surname. 你贵姓? So 你 meaning you, 贵 is honorable, and 姓 surname. So 你贵姓? Any line that has 什么, ne, or ma, which is something that we'll learn later on in the lessons, indicate a question. So 你姓什么？你姓什么？ When you already have what in it, 什么 what, you're already indicating that it's a question. So 你 meaning you, 姓 is 你姓 your surname. This is the wrong 姓, but okay. 你姓什么? Meaning what's your surname? Or wait, actually, 你姓什么 can actually mean who did you invite? Remember that 姓 means invite, so 你姓什么 means who did you invite? Okay, I wasn't going crazy there, was I? Let's go into the exercise. So if you want to pause this just for a bit right here, for 10 seconds or something, I will resume again and we'll review the answers. Practice yourself and see. Okay, so the first one, how can you introduce yourself? You can say, 你好，我叫 blank. Now, if you don't have a Chinese name, it's fine. You can just use your own name. Or if you really do want a Chinese name, pretty sure there are some websites out there that can generate it for you when you type in your real name, and that will be your Chinese name, your Mandarin name. 你好，我叫 blank. So for me, it's you. So 你好，我叫 you. How do you ask a person that's near you their surname? Remember, 请问. 请问你贵姓? 请问 excuse me, 你 you, 贵姓 honorable surname. Excuse me, what's your surname? 请问你贵姓? If someone asked you a question and you want to ask back, and you, what would you say in Chinese? Remember, and you? You have to have 你呢. So, 你呢, 你呢, na is the question particle and 你 is you. So this is a challenge. If you want to ask about another person, their full name, what would you say? You would probably say, 他叫什么?他叫什么? Or you can say, 他叫什么名字?他叫什么名字? You can say 他叫什么 or 他叫什么名字. 他叫什么 means they, he or she, 叫 called what? So what are they called? If you want to say 他叫什么名字, what do you call their name or something kind of like that? What is their name called? Yes. So either way, both are right. So this is the end of lesson 1 part 1. Hopefully you liked the lesson. So if you did, be sure to click like, subscribe, and comment that you are lazy. And thank you everyone. Bye bye. See you next time. 再见.